my 2022 Dream Desk setup. This is my favorite part of the year because this is the video that you guys definitely prefer, and it's also the most funny for me to make. Now the setup might look the same, but I made a lot of upgrades, so I really can't wait to show you. Plus one Easter egg, but you'll have to wait until the end of this video to know that. Okay, let's talk about the king of this setup, the dual monitor. I'm still using the Samsung 49 CRG9, 49-inch super ultra wide 32:9 aspect ratio, HDR 1120Hz. It's a gaming beast of monitor, but for me it's a productivity king. It's perfect for video editing for wide timelines. My only complaint is that it isn't 5K 2K, but it's 5K 1440p, meaning that the pixel density isn't so high. Now on the top of the super ultra wide sits a 27-inch 16:9 4K 60 HDR 400, and it's the BenQ 2725U. It's designed for designers, so it's super color accurate. The HDR is super crispy and super rich. The colors are vivid and are really nice to photo edit and video edit. The color accuracy is out of the charts. This is the reason why I use it mainly for photo editing on Lightroom, and also as a preview in video editing, and even for 4K HDR videos. But what about the brain that drives all this setup? Well, as you probably know, I'm not a PC fan. I've used a Mac since 2016-17, and I feature Mac in all my Dream Desk setup. And the mind-blowing thing is that this M1 Mac Mini, which is a base model 8 gigs of RAM, is as powerful as my 2013 maxed out Mac Pro with an external GPU. But you'll have to wait until the end of this video to know about my future Mac. So far the M1 Mac Mini has been a beast. It drives at the same time a 5K and a full 4K monitor, so for 90% of you watching this video it will probably be enough, but for me, especially since I upgraded to the Sony A7 IV and for big project, huge files, and especially when I use a lot of text and motion graphic, it starts to slow down. So this is technically the breaking point of the M1 Mac Mini, especially with 8 gigs of RAM. But for now I'm using this external dock, and I'm able to add 4 TB of external SSD with only one cable. I really love this product. This is the QuizLab Mac Mini dock, and basically in a sleek design you can put a 2.5-inch SSD and an NVMe 2 TB each. I made a video review, so be sure to check that out if you want to know more. But what is more importantly is that it is compatible with the Mac Studio. But I forgot to mention the most important part of this setup, the desk itself. It's called the Mirage from Riflessi, which is an Italian brand. I live in Italy, I'm Italian, so it's perfect in Apple style with rounded edges, the white on top, the wooden walnut legs. For me, a standing desk doesn't make sense because my setup is all wall mounted, and I really like the neat and minimal look, but if you don't have any accessories, then it starts to get boring. My favorite one is the Satechi 2-in-1 MagSafe iPhone charger. Basically with a neat design and a MagSafe adapter, you can magnetically connect your iPhone and charge it, and on the base there is a wireless charger where you can charge AirPods Pro. So when I get to the studio, I just connect the iPhone really far away from me so that I'm not disturbed and I can focus on my work. And let's be honest, it fits the setup, the Riflessi Mirage. So as soon as I saw it, I wanted it on my desk. So as I.O. I'm using the MX Master. I couldn't do anything else. Before I used the Apple Magic Mouse, but it was really uncomfortable because it's too short and then your hands will get a strange position. But there is still some possibility of developing the carpal tunnel, so I'm using the Delta Hub wrist support in white, of course, to match the Dream Desk in white. And after using that I feel much better and more comfortable. This is really serious because I'm sure that all of you watching this video stay many hours a day on your mouse, and if you don't have a good mouse you can have a serious problem to your wrists. And of course I'm using the same one, but for the other end to the trackpad, which is an Apple trackpad in space gray, which is paired with the standard Apple keyboard, also in space gray with numeric pad. And all of those peripherals sit on the Delta Hub desk pad. And before I had a leather plastic pad, but this one is so much better for two reasons. First, it's really warm to the touch and it's really comfortable to put your hands and arms on that. And also with the mouse, it improves the motion of the mouse, and it's really slick and you are more precise some way. And second, because it doesn't move, because underneath there are some rubbers all over the desk pad, and I think that the black finish really blends in with the white and contrast. I have seen that there is a new model in gray one which is coming soon, so Delta Hub, if you're watching. So I never talk about my chair, it's pretty comfortable. It's called the Citro Contemporary Chair, and I think it blends in with the white theme of the setup really well, and I really love the orange accent of the chair. Let's talk about lighting. I've been always a fan of RGB light. I am using different brands but are all controlled with Alexa. Alexa, accendi Dream Desk. So I'm using the Light Me LED strip, which is usually an ambilight system that changes the colors according to what's on your screen. Then on the two sides of the monitor I'm using Philips Hue bulbs, as well as on top of the desk. And then the last addition is the Goovy Hexa that you can see here. And I wasn't sure about that, but I think that the result is pretty cool and it blends in with the overall theme of the setup really well. On top of my top monitor there is the BenQ light bar, and of course the last but not the least, the Lametric clock, which is my subscribe counter. And if you want to change that clock, be sure to subscribe, it will definitely make my day. And the last addition of the setup are the shelf up here, and I packed all my favorite tech of the year, some plants, some Legos, minifigure, and I think it's the perfect completion. But now let's talk about the Easter egg, the most thing that I'm excited about, and I'm changing Mac. As I said, the Mac Mini is powerful enough, but for bigger projects, since I want to upgrade the quality of this channel with the Sony A7 IV with complex project, I got to the breaking point of the M1 Mac Mini. I took just to use it for 1 year as a transition to better Macs, but actually I used it for 1.5 years. I upgraded and pre-ordered the Mac Studio. I'm not telling you which configuration because that's for a separate video, but the bad news is that it will take around 1 month from now. But let me know if you want to see a full upgraded setup with the Mac Studio. I'm super excited about that, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. So that's been it for this video. I hope you really enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and be sure to subscribe for more videos and for the Mac Studio. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!